westcoastalhomes.com. Brandon Ponce with us. And if you want some advice on picks, Brandon's not too bad at that. I'd go to Austin or Brandon, not me.
Yep.
Because I haven't been so good, but I'm going to get better right now. Let's go to college game. Miami, Virginia Tech. Va Tech, a 2-point favorite. I got to tell you guys, I've been super impressed with the Miami Hurricanes. They finally have a quarterback, and De'Aaron King has been tremendous, and he was awesome last week. Do you like the Canes or Va Tech, Brandon?
How about that high school football team with De'Aaron King and Kyle Trask on the same roster? They both threw, I think, 6 touchdowns each last week. That's pretty crazy. But
and Trask didn't play, by the way, for that team. Like, he never played.
Yeah, he's a backup. Wild. But I think Fuente might be losing this Va Tech team a little bit, the way they lost to Liberty last week. So I'm going to take the Canes. And De'Aaron King's pretty hot right now, and I'll take the Canes on the road to get the win.
Go ahead, Austin.
Man, Hurricanes got the better quarterback. Va Tech is streaky. They win one, they lose one. They win one, they lose one. They can pound the rock, keep it a close game. I think Va Tech pulls it up at home.
Wow, how about that?
Yep.
I'm going with Brandon.
Good.
I trust him for my real estate needs. I trust him for his picks right now. I like the Canes. Canes play good football. I'm a Manny Diaz fan, and De'Aaron King is playing better than I thought he would be. I've got to give a tip of the cap to him, so I'm going with the Canes.
Game picker-upper, hashtag.
Yes, game picker-upper for you. Not hashtag, trademark. Wisconsin at Michigan. Wisconsin's a 4.5-point favorite. They haven't played since, I don't know when. Michigan has been so disappointing. Austin, you're the whiskey guy.
Yeah. Listen, if I go home for Christmas, I still want to be welcome to my hometown of Iowa, Scandinavia, so I'm taking Wisconsin. I don't care what the points are. Just give me Wisconsin. I got to do it.
Brandon, what do you think?
They're still up in the air whether Graham Mertz plays, so a little concerned about that on Wisconsin's side in the 3-week layoff. Harbaugh's in desperation mode in Ann Arbor, so I think Michigan, I don't know that they'll necessarily win, but I think this game's going to be very close, so I'll take the 4.5.
I can't see Michigan. What's Michigan right now? They 1-2? Is that what their record is?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't see. It just doesn't look right if they were 1-3. I can't fathom it. And so I'm getting 4.5 points in the big house, even though that doesn't really matter this year. I'm going to go Michigan, too. I just can't imagine Wisconsin beats them on the road.
Back-to-back game picker-uppers.
Trademark. Okay, let's go to the NFL now. We got a few good ones. So Chargers, Dolphins, Herbert, Tua. I like this one. Chargers come all the way across. They can't win, but they keep everything close, and they make you nervous if you're picking a game. Or the Dolphins, who, man, they're playing some really good football, and they keep winning with or without Tua. Brandon, what do you like? The line in this one is 1.5. Miami's favored by just 1.5.
This is a sneaky good game to watch on Sunday with these two young stud quarterbacks. I just feel like the Dolphins got a lot more mojo going right now. They're playing well. They're right there with Buffalo to win that AFC East. Tua looked sharp last week, so I'll take the Dolphins at home.
I'm taking the Dolphins as well.
Oh, I'm going to go with game picker-upper trademark right here and pick L.A., which is dumb because L.A. doesn't win. Anthony Lynn doesn't know how to win a game, it doesn't seem like, but I'm going to still take him anyway. I just feel like Tua is he really going to go 3-0 to start his career? I don't like that trend. By the way, that game will be on CBS 47 following the Masters on Sunday. Now, here's another good one. Here's your guy. We'll start with you, Austin.
Yeah.
Bills and Cardinals. Josh Allen, the better QB, of course, than Kyler Murray. Murray and the Cardinals, 2.5-point favorites.
Well, listen, Kuz sent me a whole bunch of Kyler Murray facts. I'm not going to list them off right now. We'll save that for later on in the show, so get ready for that. And if you got a problem, we'll just mute you. Listen, unless Kyler Murray comes down with COVID-19 the next 2 days, Cardinals by at least 25.
Go ahead, Brandon.
I don't think Buffalo's at that elite level where they're going to come out and play two great games like they played so good last week in Seattle. So I'm going to take the Cardinals, get back on track.
It's a tough one to pick. You talk about streaky. I think Buffalo's been streaky. First 4 games, their offense looked like the greatest show on turf. The next 4, they look like, maybe they're losing some mojo, and then they bounce back against Seattle. I know Arizona's defense is better than Seattle, but I'm going to say they ride the momentum a bit in Buffalo and come so much closer to clinching that AFC East. They're going to run away with it, in my opinion. I'm going to take Buffalo in another game picker-upper, just so I can say I told you so over Kyler Murray with Austen on Monday. Last one.
Now it's getting personal.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It got personal a long time ago.
Sure.
Not the last one, but Seahawks and Rams. This is an interesting game. Rams are favored by 1.5. That one 425 on Sunday. Brandon, what do you like?
I was riding with the Seahawks, and they let me down last week, so I'm gonna switch it up. I think they've been exposed on defense. They can't stop anybody. Goff should look good, and Donald will disrupt Russell Wilson. So I'll take the Rams at home.
This is probably the hardest pick for me, just because I feel like the Rams can shut down the receivers of Seattle. But for some reason, even though they're on a long road trip right now, they come back to the West Coast, I got to take Seattle just for some reason. I trust in the MVP, Russell Wilson. He's going to find a way to get it done somehow.
I kind of like Seattle too, and here's part of it. The Rams really, while they've won games, they just haven't – have they beaten anybody good? That's my question with the Rams. And Seattle going to lose 2 in a row. Don't like the trend there. I'm going to take Seattle as well. All right, Jags and Packers. We don't know. We know who's winning the game, okay? It's Green Bay. But there is a line here, and it's 13.5 points, which is a ton of points in the NFL. The Jags seem like they're playing better. Well, they played okay last week. Maybe played their best they could and still lost. What do you think, Brandon? 2 touchdown favorites for Green Bay.
I think the Jags are just an up-and-down team, and they played a decent game last week, and I think this week's just going to be a big letdown going up. Cold weather, Rodgers, their defense is going to struggle. So I'll take the Packers to cover this one.
Austin? This is tough, huh? This one hits right in the heart for you.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, do I want to go to the Jack's Beach Bars or do I want to go to the picnic?
Forget it, man. No, because I already picked the Badgers. Wisconsin fans can do whatever they want to do with me. I don't care. I picked the Badgers. You should be happy. Give me the Jaguars. Give me Jake Luton back-to-back weeks. I think that if they're wrong with James Robinson, Dalvin Cook beat the Packers. James Robinson can possibly do this exact same thing. You put DJ Chark in the slot. Don't give him to Jair Alexander, and it could be competitive. 13.5 points is a lot. I know I'm making a lot of people mad right now, and sometimes I enjoy that. So give me the Jaguars, man.
I'm on the tank train, so somewhere along the way, the Jags are going to disappoint me and win a game. Now, they're not going to win this game, but they might still scare me this week. 13.5 points is a lot of points. I think their defense found a little confidence last week, so I think they might keep this closer than people think. I'm a little worried about Jake Luton in game number 2. But I'm going to take the 13.5 points because that's a ton of points in the NFL. And right now I'm already up 13-0, and kickoff's still 48 hours away. I kind of like that. So there's our picks. Jags, and Green Bay in the finale. Austin and I have the Jags. Brandon Ponsel from JacksCoastalHomes.com. Enjoy the weekend, man. Not a lot of college football, but you get the Masters.
That's right. It's so odd watching it in November, but it's still the Masters.
All right. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you again next week.
You too. Thanks, fellas. Bye.
All right. That's Brandon Ponsel. Joins us weekly on our picks. He's done good with the picks.